presentation of the National Football League.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Bisons of Louisville taking on the Pioneers of Memphis.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Louisville,
they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by the former Michigan State QB, a starter here in his rookie campaign.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So,
the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Superstar X Factor, the shit, it did it. We had 2 picks just a couple weeks ago.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
EA is giving
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Memphis quarterback, the superstar X Factor. And that's 2 superstar X Factors I see in this. I don't even hate. So I'd rather them give it to him, but damn. See if really only one corner, and then he just got killed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Another sorry team with a person with an X Factor.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Darby working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their 49-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown.
That's how you bounce back.
Tyquan Thornton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pioneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
He bounced back with that.
Matthew McCrane on for the
Pick
PAT.
6. He got that bitch straight.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off.
He got hit. He got hurt on that play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Oh, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Shedding through the defense. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Bison's offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season, currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. When you look at this defense, they enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Barnett. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
Check it out, man. This ain't right. Probably hurt. They ain't showing them.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also
this global football
league
is
back to last time you were on the field. So
this
now,
wish I had 32 guys.
On what they're getting
That's all I
done,
need.
because they carry it with them for
They
essentially
love
2
this
weeks.
shit. Let Madden take care of shit. Madden
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
And shit. I ain't condone this shit, but hey, they can do it. These niggas ain't already playing it.
Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That was a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Let's go. Go.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second
Darby
down.
had to get hurt on that touchdown. I thought they did this shit on purpose.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
It's on the right play.
Gets him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Like Memphis trying to win Louisville their first loss.
7-7, our score after 1.
That's how the game started, right there. 6-star X-Factor got picked off. by the man that just seems to be picking off everything. We might as well give him an X factor.
On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Then he got hurt. Why you got number 17 up there?
Now a handoff up the middle. Stinson. And he'll go down. Inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
I love my shit. Got a bunch of no-name guys showing out.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. 60 bucks.
Play action. Now Bajan. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bison's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Barnett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing here, it's Agent. Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Memphis first down. First and 10
Like the
at the
bonus of catching
38-yard
homes in
line.
real life. Underrated. You can shine in this league.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Read your shit like whoa.
Now Bajan to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Marshall. A gain of 12. Brings up third and less than
They
a
won't
yard.
do it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing now, Bajan. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They're going to do.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Bajan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
12-yard line.
Here we go, set. 6.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Let's go now.
Louisville is one of 3 undefeated teams still left. They coached by a woman.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think she's the only female coach. We got an undefeated team. Got 5 female coaches. One thing about Madden is introducing those female coaches.
Johnson. And he snapped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
What a way to start off week 9.
McCrane on for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Is that fucking really?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Barnett. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now an audible here into something else. Now a play fake here on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
He was on his way to somebody.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Barnett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Louisville first down.
Looking to throw. Barnett. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Barnett. It's caught. Smith. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's another Louisville first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on third and one. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Off play action. Barnett. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Throw left side complete. That's Barker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now third down and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
For Louisville, first down. A gain of 12.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell
From 10 yards out.
And the Bisons have retaken a third quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Pioneers 13.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting the... open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Bajan. Out right, he's got Rucker. And he'll be taken down, but not... before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The Memphis first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Bajan. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Bajan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try and do this himself. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Matthew McCrane on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
McCrane able to knock this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. So this play, you know, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here's Allen. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on. Viking 18.
Operating from the gun. Barnett. This is caught. Touchdown. To number 86. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after here coming up. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
Pioneers 16. Matthew Wright
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3. Out left and complete to Thornton.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. In Memphis, Tennessee, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They won't have to wear Louisville down. Quarterback getting hurt.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
I don't see how Memphis overall, team overall, is for the best. At least about 3-4 points.
Ready, set.
Looking to put a drive together. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I got
That's
3
just a pile
teams
of
in the
bodies
same
there, and that's when you
division.
kind
They
of
didn't
find
know.
out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and
It's
make a
crazy.
play. It's only a
They played each
3-yard
other.
run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that film like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Barnett. He'll try to pick it up himself. He finds his man complete. It's Carter. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back to throw. Barnett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pioneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. It's complete, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Seeing
line.
the superstar X Factor, he's number one stick third rock. Numbers is better than Darby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on
Darby
first and 10.
Madden EA recognized himself and made him a superstar. First superstar X Factor.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Barnett. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And Walker has it.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bajan. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They hand off to their big tight end. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here comes a very important one now for Matthew McCrane. This for the lead in the final stages. McCrane's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 1. 1:07 remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to connect with Chark. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Parker. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play.
He's back to throw. Finding Allen. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw.
46-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Bajan. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Yeah, nice to have it. Doing good for them.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Louisville,
the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Memphis, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.